Howdy. So the other day I watched The Other Guys for the second time. I'm going to give it a 6. I think I gave it a 6 the first go around. I maybe gave it a 7. But I felt a 6 this time. I laughed a lot less than I thought I would. It's about two cops who, after the untimely demise of two super cops, leaves a gaping hole in the police department. So two desk jockeys, up to here and now failures, step in to try and become the new super cops for that particular police department. Stars Will Ferrell, stars Mark Wahlberg, stars Eva Mendes, stars Michael Keaton, Steve Coogan. Who else is in there? Directed, and I can't remember, but I'm sure it was co-written by Adam McKay and Will Ferrell, and directed as well by Adam McKay. Adam McKay and Will Ferrell are responsible for Anchorman. I doubt they'll ever do anything as good as Anchorman. Right out of the gate, you know. They did Anchorman, they did Talladega Nights. I think they did Step Brothers. What else am I missing there? They did some other things. But Will Ferrell makes his best movies with Adam McKay. I mean, they're partners, pretty much. And again, I think this is good. I think it's good for them because it's so different than other films that they've done, and they keep on doing weird and different things, so I really appreciate that. I just didn't think it gelled as well as it could have. There seemed to be this unevenness between just bizarre, wacky, crazy stuff and trying to keep it based in a real world setting. And to me, that just kind of seemed uneven. You know, some very violent things happen in the movie, and I don't know. I kind of just wish it would have picked a feeling and stuck with it, but I don't know. I don't want to make them do that if they don't want to. For me, the star of the show is Michael Keaton. I love Michael Keaton. And he's funnier here than he's been allowed to be in a long time. I think this is an outstanding performance for him. For me, he always stands out in Jackie Brown. I think he's a highlight of Jackie Brown. And, you know, then he kind of disappeared. I mean, he did some stuff, but nothing big or maybe good. But now he finally got him back here, and he's hilarious. And again, to me, he steals the show. He steals the show. Mark Wahlberg, I think, is also very good. I was surprised by how good Mark Wahlberg. I am continually surprised about how good Mark Wahlberg is. He's good here, and he definitely gives a good balance. In the days after I watched this film, the line I kept quoting, besides the TLC randomness from Keaton, was from Wahlberg. You know, I'm a peacock, you gotta let me fly. I think that's very funny, and he said it in a very funny way. And Will Ferrell is Will Ferrell. You know, you get what you pay for with Will Ferrell. He's always funny. He's always on. Always doing something interesting. One issue I had with the film is that the credits. You know, I like the credits because it teaches you some very serious things and shocks you with numbers that you might not have known. So again, I think it wants to be important. It wants to be important, and it doesn't really have an air of self-importance, certainly. It just kind of wants to be, and at times kind of abandons the goofy, silly comedy aspects that, you know, you just love, that you want to watch the film for. And personally, for me, one of the biggest laughs of the film comes after the credits, which I think is kind of a cheat, because that's kind of technically a deleted scene. And it's the hardest I've laughed in the movie. So the ending credits and the deleted scene after just kind of tick me off a little bit. I don't know what it is. I didn't laugh as much this go around. You know, I don't know. Again, a 6 I don't feel is a terrible rating. It's not great. It's not bad. You know, it's just kind of right in the middle. Again, I think if you go with any other McKay and Will Ferrell projects, you'll have a better time. Obviously, Anchorman, again, I don't think they'll ever do anything better. Talladega Nights, Step Brothers, they're all better. And I'm even trying to think of if there's something else that I'm missing. But The Other Guys is funny. It's just not as good as their other films. But again, I feel that they're trying to do something different. Trying to break into another genre, break ground. I don't know. I just get the sense that this is a transitional piece for them. And maybe what they're doing next will be in the same vein and be done much better. You know, I don't know. Eva Mendes is gorgeous. She's beautiful. Has a great chemistry with Will Ferrell. Who else is in that movie? Again, all I can think about is Michael Keaton. He's so funny. He's so funny. Really, I don't know what else to say about that. If you're a fan of the comedies, if you're a fan of the action comedies, if you're a fan of Will Ferrell, you've probably already seen the film. I mean, I watched it again because so many people quote it. Especially the tuna versus lion, about developing, you know, some breathing system for the tuna to come on land to hunt the lion. That's, you know, good stuff. Good, random, bizarre stuff. And so, yeah, if you like that stuff, you've obviously already seen it. If you haven't, I would recommend it. You know, I'd recommend it not to everyone, but to fans of what I mentioned. So that's The Other Guys. It's a 6. I think that's about it. All right. Thanks.